Bill Gates, a figure synonymous with innovation and global philanthropy, has launched what some are calling the Gates Gambit in the ongoing and critical fight against climate change. This comprehensive and often controversial approach has garnered significant attention, positioning him at the forefront of global climate discussions.
This unique and multifaceted approach sparks a critical and deeply divisive question. Is he truly a climate savior, pioneering essential and groundbreaking solutions that will benefit humanity, or is he a strategic saboteur, inadvertently diverting crucial focus and resources from more urgent and immediate climate actions? The debate is complex and far-reaching. Gates advocates for what he terms a strategic pivot, fundamentally shifting the global climate fight beyond just the singular goal of limiting rising temperatures. His vision expands this effort to also vigorously combat pervasive poverty and debilitating disease, integrating these critical human welfare issues into the broader climate agenda. He argues that a prevailing doomsday outlook has unduly overemphasized near-term emissions reductions, potentially misdirecting valuable resources from initiatives that could more effectively and immediately improve lives, particularly in vulnerable communities. Gates believes that health and prosperity are the strongest defenses against the impacts of a changing climate. Gates acknowledges climate change as a serious and undeniable problem, but he does not view it as an existential threat leading to humanity's ultimate demise. Instead, he emphasizes the critical importance of adaptation strategies and robust measures to protect vulnerable communities, focusing on long-term resilience rather than immediate catastrophe. In 2015, he founded Breakthrough Energy, a pioneering organization and investment platform specifically dedicated to accelerating innovation in sustainable energy technologies. This initiative aims to bring groundbreaking solutions to market faster, addressing the urgent need for clean energy alternatives on a global scale. Breakthrough Energy strategically invests in high-risk, long-term technologies aimed at completely eliminating the green premium across several key sectors. These include electricity generation, industrial manufacturing processes, agricultural practices, transportation, and building infrastructure, seeking to make clean options as affordable as their fossil fuel counterparts. Through the combined efforts of the Gates Foundation and Breakthrough Energy, billions of dollars have been strategically invested in a wide array of climate solutions. These include zero-emissions technologies, advanced clean energy projects, and the development of climate-resilient crops designed to withstand changing environmental conditions. Specific ventures backed by Gates include TerraPower, which is advancing next-generation nuclear energy solutions, carbon engineering, focused on innovative carbon capture technologies, and Pivot Bio, which develops microbial fertilizer products to reduce agricultural emissions. These investments span a diverse portfolio of climate-focused innovations. However, Gates faces significant scrutiny regarding his personal lifestyle, particularly his frequent private jet travel and the substantial associated carbon footprint. This criticism persists despite his efforts to offset these emissions by purchasing carbon credits, raising questions about the consistency of his actions with his climate advocacy. Critics argue vehemently that carbon credits, while a mechanism for offsetting, do not equate to actually reducing emissions at the source. This distinction leads many to question the true and tangible impact of his personal efforts on global decarbonization, suggesting a potential disconnect between his investments and his personal practices. Some experts, such as the renowned climatologist Dr. Michael Mann, believe that Gates' public pronouncements on climate change are potentially damaging. They contend that his statements inadvertently provide credibility for those who seek to downplay the urgent need for rapid decarbonization, thereby slowing critical climate action. Concerns also exist regarding solar geoengineering, a controversial techno-fix that Gates openly supports. This technology carries poorly understood risks and the potential for significant regional impact variations, raising ethical and environmental questions about its deployment and long-term consequences. The funding of such large-scale geoengineering projects by private investment raises profound questions about the prioritization of rapid results and potential profit over thorough due diligence, comprehensive ethical considerations, and broad public consensus. This approach sparks debate about who controls the future of climate intervention. Gates steadfastly defends his comprehensive approach, asserting that focusing on human welfare and adaptation is absolutely crucial, especially for the world's poorest and most vulnerable populations. He believes that a holistic strategy is necessary to address the multifaceted challenges posed by climate change. He believes that climate change should be addressed proportionally to the suffering it causes, advocating for a data-driven approach to maximize the positive impact of every action taken. This means directing resources where they can alleviate the most hardship and build the greatest resilience. Innovation is the absolute key, he argues, to making clean energy not only as cheap, but also as reliable and accessible as traditional fossil fuels. This widespread adoption is essential for a successful global energy transition, ensuring that sustainable options are economically viable for everyone. Recent developments include Breakthrough Energy reducing its policy and partnership engagements, signaling a shift in strategy. Concurrently, Gates is urging world leaders at COP30 to prioritize human welfare in their climate negotiations, emphasizing the human element of climate change impacts. He also calls for significantly increased investment in adaptation measures, such as the development of climate-resilient crops and the construction of robust infrastructure. These investments are particularly vital in vulnerable regions that are disproportionately affected by the impacts of a changing climate. The central question surrounding Bill Gates' extensive climate initiatives remains: is the Gates Gambit a genuine and altruistic effort to address climate change while simultaneously prioritizing human welfare? Or is it a strategic maneuver that could inadvertently undermine more aggressive and immediate climate action, potentially delaying critical decarbonization efforts? The answer continues to be debated.